What's going on, everybody? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and man oh man, did we get a spicy stream today. We not only got to see the Reaper in action, but we also got to see the EXP Sledgehammer go at it too, as well as crafting getting an update which is totally unexpected. It may be the most exciting thing to come in this update, but it's really hard to say because this update is huge, my dudes. So we'll be looking at all three of these things today to get you ready for the update that comes out tomorrow, my dudes, literally right around the corner. Firstly, we're going to talk about crafting, then we're going to talk about the Reaper, and then we're going to talk about the EXP Sledgehammer after that. Now, firstly, for crafting, we got a great look at the consumable crafting bench, which looks sick. So much detail is put into this bench, which is great because I can tell we're going to be spending a ton of time around this bench in the future. So there are apparently quite a lot of new crafting recipes that we can find out in the world. This means either in specific locations across the map or on rivals, as we can see with our typical crafting recipes currently in the game. Either or, when we find out fully, you know I'm going to be talking about it, and either having some location guides or talking about rivals and the kind of crafting recipes you can see from them. But we'll have to wait and see that in the future. So as some initial first impressions, the resource cost to output is great. It's pretty cheap resource-wise, and you get a pretty fine amount of whatever it is you're crafting, whether or not it's ammunition or health kits from what we've seen so far. It's nothing too broken, but nothing too limited, which is excellent to see. With crafting munitions, we also got to see two new resources with copper and explosive materials. There might be more added for munition crafting, but if that's all as it is right now, then it's a great starting point, as this adds the door to making new ammo types for our weapons in the future. I'll have a link to my old video on ammo types that we could see in GZ's future down below. But most importantly, this opens up the door for GZ to do a bunch of really crazy things with crafting moving forwards, and is really awesome to see so soon.
So not to spoil it too much, because you guys, you have to go out and you have to do this yourselves. There's quite a lot of different schematics you can find out in the world. So go out, start looking. Well,
I was gonna say, I don't know if you're going in blind or what, but whew.
Next up, for the Reaper. All in all, we learned a ton about this dude today. Firstly, he's a roaming raid boss, not stationary like we had all assumed. The core assumption was that we would fight the Reaper at FOA 2, but now it seems like likely we'll fight him wherever he spawns in at. Though this doesn't rule FOA 2 out from the picture entirely, it definitely is an unexpected spin on the Reaper. So the next thing is that he has a huge detection radius, so likely going in headstrong is the best option, and sniping and trying to be sneaky with it will be less effective. He's got a machine gun that fires more bullets at a faster rate than a typical machine gun, that also does burn damage like the Apocalypse tank.
uh-oh. Alright, someone...
As well, he's got a rocket pod that fires more rockets at a faster rate, and the rockets do the same kind of toxic effect that the Apocalypse Harvester does.
Someone's really angry.
Now, we didn't get to see the thermobaric warhead attack in the stream today, but that kind of goes along with my theory that it will be his desperation attack that we'll only see when he's at really low health, as kind of like his final swing at us. And right now, it's pretty unsure what we have to do about his shields, but my running theory is that if we shoot him enough, the shields will go down, then we can damage him. But maybe we'll have to do something else, something a little bit more meticulous. We'll find out tomorrow. Now finally for the Sledgehammer and some things that kinda go around it. There are new descriptions for melee weapons, the stun potential and the speed of the weapon. This is great because it allows for further differentiation of melee weapons as they're added in the future. Maybe a fast weapon with no stun potential, or a weapon with full stun potential but no damage. The simplicity is great with this system because it will really allow each addition to feel separate from one another. For the hammer itself, we have its experimental ability being electric discharge. After you do a charge attack, you let off an AoE EMP wave, knocking out nearby machines and likely killing techs around you in the process. Its damage is the same as the 5 crown version, but that's kinda how it goes for all EXP variants. The stats are the same, but the ability is what really makes the difference. But this does mean that the experimental Sledgehammer is basically the new meta for melee. Being able to AoE stun enemies is absolutely huge. Now, on top of that, some of the things that kind of go around this, the stamina system seems to have been fixed up, which is great for melee play and general traversal in the game. We'll have to see how this feels in the end, but seeing it recharge decently while moving around is a step in the right direction. And the final mega hype thing is that there's more than just the experimental sledge coming.
A good time tomorrow when this is out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that there's, we tried to pack a few kind of fun things in there for everybody. Some new challenges, some new items to go after. Like there's some stuff that, maybe you're not showing off in the stream that people will have to go find. That'll be good.
Oh yeah. I think we're gonna keep them busy for a while.
Now, it's hard to say what this could potentially mean. We could see new weapons outside of the experimental sledge, or maybe something new related to crafting. We'll find out very soon, my dudes. But with the Reaper, the new sledge, which seems to be a beast of a unit as a weapon, and an upgrade to crafting, my dudes, tomorrow is gonna be a good day for Generation Zero.
Yes, who is the champion?
Oh, jeez.
Yep, they got nothing on me.